Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of a resurgent American economy. Confident consumers and a stabilising manufacturing sector is putting the wind in the US economy's sails as it enters the second half of the year. American industrial production grew in June at its fastest monthly rate in 11 months on the back of strong car and utility output. Sales at US retailers rose sharply in June, a sign consumers are spending at a healthy clip after a slow start earlier in the year. Home improvement, building materials and garden supplies rose almost 4% to mark the biggest increase since 2010. And inflation appears to be rising as housing and medical costs turn higher, while the effects of low energy prices and the strong dollar slowly fade. Excluding food and energy, American prices have risen 2.3% over the past year, and that is now well above the 10-year average. This is all very positive for the engine room of the world's economy, but international uncertainties seem to be higher these days, with a failed coup in Turkey the latest in a string of them. However, financial markets do seem unfazed by the politics of this uncertainty. Economics and earnings seem to be the dominating factors for investors these days, so far at least. And the Bank of England's chief economist supports a sledgehammer approach to stabilising the post-Brexit British economy, as concerns about unemployment and investment levels there rise. In a speech, Andy Haldane said he supports easing monetary policy next month and counselled against too timid a response. In China, the transition from a stimulus-based economy powered by investment to a consumer-based one is proving hard to achieve. In fact, China produced record steel production in June, and that is an industry chosen by Beijing as one which needs to get rid of surplus capacity. Worse, China's second-tier cities have huge housing projects planned and in development. These projects are so over the top that they are almost enough to house about half the world's population. The leaders in Beijing don't appear to be in control of their own country. In Australia, the RBA has revealed to Bloomberg in an interview that they have a QE action plan ready if they need stimulus and rate cuts aren't proving effective. Currency depreciation seems to be favoured over cheap money for banks. And back in New York, US Treasury 10-year yields slipped slightly at the close on Friday and now at 1.56%. US benchmark oil price is only marginally higher, now just over $46 a barrel, and the benchmark is just over $48 a barrel. And the gold price is also marginally higher, now at $1,327 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar starts the week lower at 71.2 US cents, 93.9 Aussie cents, and at 64.5 euro cents. The TWI is now at 74.9, and that is more than 1.5 cents lower than this time last week. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.